your gut feels off, bloating, cravings, weird stools, foggy head, the internet will tell you one thing: take a probiotic. But today I'm going to say something much more useful. Most gut problems are not a probiotic deficiency. They are an ultra-processed food problem. My episode today is based on a book by Dr. Justin Sonnenburg from Stanford University called The Good Gut. In his book, the punchline is very simple. Your gut is not just a pipe. It's actually a rainforest. And ultra-processed foods are basically deforestation. Quick disclaimer, this is education only, not actual personal medical advice. Now, you must have heard the word microbiome. Let's break it down. What is the microbiome? The microbiome is actually a community of microbes that's living in and on you. Yes, it's inside your gut, it's inside your mouth, and also on your skin and inside your nose. But the main action is in your large intestine. Now, here's a wild fact. When you zoom in to the gut, your poop is basically packed with microbes. Trillions and trillions of them. Different species, different roles. It's a whole ecosystem. And that ecosystem is not extra. It's actually a part of you. Because your microbes do jobs that you can't do on your own. They break down fibers. They make compounds that calm inflammation. They help train your immune system. So if you want to understand gut health, stop thinking supplements. Start thinking ecosystem. Now here's the key idea. Your microbiome has what Dr. Sonnenburg calls basically biological gravity, meaning it snaps back. You change diet, your microbes shift fast, then your gut often drifts back to its usual state. If you take antibiotics, the ecosystem takes a hit, but often it crawls back. That's resilience. But the resilience has a dark side. If you keep hitting the ecosystem every day, eventually it doesn't bounce back. It adapts to a new normal. And the new normal can be worse. There have been studies in mice who have been fed low-fiber, Western-style diets over generations. They make the microbiome progressively lose species, like extinction. Then, even when the fiber came back, those missing microbes didn't return, unless they were reintroduced. What's the translation to all of this? If you starve your gut ecosystem long enough, you don't just fix it with just a salad or a probiotic tablet. Now let's talk about ultra-processed foods. This is where the money is. Ultra-processed foods damage the gut in 3 simple ways. 1, they starve your microbes. Ultra-processed foods are built from refined stuff like white flour, refined starch, sugar, industrial oils, and do you know what's missing? Fiber. Your microbes don't eat the calories that they've been fed. They eat fiber and complex plant products that reach the colon. No fiber means that you're not feeding the rainforest. And when you don't feed it, the diversity of the microbes drops. And when the diversity drops, your gut becomes more fragile. Now, number 2, ultra-processed foods mess with the gut barrier. The ultra-processed foods are full of extras, artificial sweeteners, emulsifiers, stabilizers, and additives. Some of these compounds are linked to negative changes in the microbiome and metabolism. This is the simple picture. Your gut has a protective lining, like a security wall. If that wall gets irritated or weakened, microbiomes get too close to your immune system. Then your immune system goes on edge. Not actually a dramatic infection, but a slow simmer. That low-grade inflammation is the backdrop to a lot of modern diseases. Number 3, ultra-processed foods reduce the good stuff that microbiomes make. If you eat real plant fiber, microbiomes ferment it and produce short-chain fatty acids, especially butyrate. Butyrate is like premium fuel for your colon cells. It supports the barrier, it regulates inflammation, and it influences metabolism. Low fiber means less fermentation, less butyrate, a weaker barrier, and more inflammation signaling. So again, this isn't a clean eating culture. This is biology. Now the question you might be thinking is, should I take probiotics? Now, this is my take and my answer. Don't start with the capsule. Start with removing the crash. Now, most researchers, including Dr. Sonnenburg, is pretty blunt. Probiotics are a buyer beware market. Quality varies, labels aren't always accurate, and different strains do different things for different people. So if you keep eating ultra-processed foods and you add a probiotic, you're planting a tree in a wildfire. Fix the environment, then you can talk about targeted extras. Now, what does fix the environment look like? In the book, Dr. Sonnenburg talks about two big levers, fiber and fermented foods. Fermented foods like unsweetened yogurt, kefir, kimchi, sauerkraut, kombucha can increase the microbiome diversity. And in their study, they saw reductions in multiple inflammatory markers over time. But this is an important nuance they mention. If someone has a very depleted microbiome, they may not respond to fiber quickly because they lack the microbes to break the fiber down efficiently. So if you've been eating low fiber for years and then suddenly you do 40 grams overnight, you might bloat up like a balloon. That's not failure. That's a slow rebuild. So here's my simple 7-day gut reset, FSD Doctor style. For 7 days, cut ultra-processed foods to near zero. If it has a long ingredient list and sound like a chemistry set, pause it. For 7 days, add 2 fermented servings a day, unsweetened yogurt, a fork of sauerkraut or kimchi. Start really small. For 7 days, add 1 fiber anchor per meal, a legume, a vegetable, a handful of nuts, some chia seeds, oats, berries, something really real. And the goal isn't perfection. The goal is simply this: feed the rainforest, stop the deforestation. Because your gut isn't broken, it's underfed and overprocessed. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.